Ow! Did not realize you could shoot me from there. Please don't shoot me while I'm in midair, because you do a lot of damage. Oh, hold on. A bunch of things are shooting me. What the hell? Okay, let's go take cover over here.
Performing the duties of his office.
Digby C. Caesar.
No.
Well, hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. I am Digby and today we are back in Satisfactory. And yes, I know, it has actually been, I think, about 2 months maybe since the last episode. But anyway, in the last episode, we were actually looking to set up aluminium production with bauxite. And in fact, we had found a couple of bauxite deposits, and I believe the episode ended with me deciding that I was going to use the one out in the swamp. At least I hope it did, because that's the one we ended up using. I have got aluminium now set up, but today we actually need to find more bauxite, and I'll explain why in just a minute. However, before we do that, let me show you all of the things that have changed since the last episode. Alright, well the first thing you're going to notice is I have now got all 26 or 27 different things that we make over here in the basic resources. Yeah, I've got all of that now being fed into the train. So everything we do here is officially ready to be transported over, well, essentially over to there, because that's roughly where the second tier manufacturing is going to be set up. I am genuinely proud of myself for actually putting that little wall in, because when I first set this up, I would immediately zoop out of there and then zoop into there. And we are actually going to go in that in a minute, but while we're here, let me show you the frames factory. So I am over on this bit of the map here. There's about 1 million iron deposits in this area, and I have got them all coming up. They're being fed into smelters, as you can see all the various belts. And then yeah, they're being fed into smelters, they're being turned into ingots, and then from ingots they are becoming, well, plates and screws and everything else you could ever possibly need to make frames, at which point they become frames and are then shoved into this container over here, which is now completely full, and we're also sending some up to the internet. And then yeah, I'm going to set up a little train to run from here over to, well, basically the aluminium production we were talking about during the intro. And then from there, they're all going to go up to the second tier manufacturing platform, which you can maybe just see through the trees right over there. Okay, yeah, over here we've essentially got the bauxite coming in by train from the swamp. It is then getting turned into, I'm trying to remember what it's called. Is it aluminium solution? Oh, thank you, autosave. Like the game isn't laggy enough now that I got a billion things going on in it. Anyway, from here the bauxite gets turned into... Okay, yeah, it's turned into alumina solution, and then I've got silica being made over there. You probably saw the quartz line as we were coming in. But yeah, we got silica coming in. We've got, I think, copper ingots for some reason. I'm assuming I needed them in the production thing. Yeah, okay, so we got copper ingots and silica coming in as well. And then the alumina solution gets turned into scrap over here, I think. Yeah, okay, so we're turning it into aluminium scrap, and then that gets fed into these things. It all becomes ingots, and then the ingots get turned into the various bits and bobs that we need, aka, I believe, yeah, alclad sheets. Yeah, I mean, alclad aluminium sheet, and... oh, okay, I've apparently doubled up. So we've got 2 things of sheets, 2 things of trays, spot on perfect. Now this was also a massive power drain, but luckily there is an oil deposit right over here. So I also set up like a little mini power plant. Now speaking of the little mini power plant, while we are right here, I have a sneaking suspicion that once I start getting... Well, basically once I start getting the train going and all the different things that I've got being manufactured over by the space elevator that are currently sitting idle start working again, the power drain is going to be absolutely immense. So yeah, really quick, let's go check on our power. Alright, at the moment, we are consuming 3,500 megawatts. We are producing 8,000. And that's going to easily double, if not triple, the minute I turn anything on. So I think, actually, right here might be a really good spot to put down another one of those alien power augmenter things. Now basically this is just a multiplier for the power. So like the higher the output of your power, then like the more the multiplier will give you back. Essentially it's like hitting times, I want to say it's like times 0.5 maybe? No, there's no way it gives you like half of it added back on. But anyway, we're doing, what do we say, 8,000 megawatts give or take. So if I set up an alien power augmenter over here, excuse me dude, you are absolutely 100% in the way. I mean, we could put it right there if we want to get rid of that one stupid tree. Here's a thought. How about we get rid of that one stupid tree? Perfect. Okay, now if I put in an alien power augmenter, we'll be down right about there-ish. That looks pretty good. And now our power should be boosted by... what's the percentage actually? You give me... Okay, yeah, we're getting a 10% boost. So out of our 8,000, we are getting another 800 megawatts added. Plus it's doing apparently 500 megawatts on top of that. So, okay, we are now up to 9,400.5-ish megawatts. So even if that doubles from 4 to 8, I think we should be good. Okay, now, I have actually completed all of Tier 7. So we have moved on to Tier 8, and the only thing I've done is the advanced aluminium production, and I can't remember why, except I think it was because I thought I needed the empty fluid tanks, and it turned out I didn't. Although we are actually hopefully going to be doing those, because yeah, the next thing I want to get going is nitrogen gas. Now really quick, let's pick another thing to do. So we've got aeronautical engineering, which unlocks the drones, which are actually a massive pain in the tail because you gotta have batteries, and it's just... I hate to say it, but I think out of all of this crap, leading edge production is probably going to be the most useful, so let's do that. I mean, we are going to need a bunch of stuff. Actually, the 1,000 pipes we should be able to do pretty quick, right? I mean, how many pipes do I have up in the internet? Okay, I have 200 pipes. That's not what I wanted to know. I wanted to know how many I had on the internet. Oh, I've only got 600 up on the internet. That's fine. I have a huge thing of them right up here we can go grab. And boop. Okay, now that is all we can do until we actually make the, what's-it's, the superinforced frames and the whatever the weird thing is that we need 100 of it. Okay, now back onto what I wanted to get done today, which is essentially I want to find a nitrogen deposit somewhere in the vicinity of a bauxite deposit, and I want to set up bottled nitrogen. Now, I don't know if I want to bring it over to here, or if I want to send it over near the middle somewhere, or if I want to actually just set up like a bottling plant, because I'm pretty sure we can also get... Okay, yeah, I mean, we can make bottled water, we can make bottled nitrogen, and we can make bottled oil. And in fact, I know where there is an oil deposit that is frackable, because it is right near the, Well, basically it's near the bauxite deposit in the swamp, and I discovered it when I set up manufacturing turbo bullets over here. In fact, really quick, let me go show you that one, because that one is a little bit comical. This container isn't actually for storing turbo rifle ammo, because I don't need any of it stored. All I need is to have some up on the internet that I can grab when I need it. Okay, yeah, so this thing's actually full. And the way I decided to do it was, this thing is making the bullets, and then the bullets get fed into the container. They get split in two. Half of them get sent up to the internet, and then the other half go into the coupon machine. And then basically, yeah, these ones just get circled back around, they go into the container, and then every other one goes up onto the internet. And I know that sounds absolutely 100% ridiculously goofy, but it worked. Okay, so here's my thinking. Now, we've got the bauxite deposit down in the swamp that we are using, and in fact, I've pretty much claimed all of them, and in addition to going over to the aluminium plant, which is over there, I'm also sending some of it up here to the beach, where it's getting turned into trays again, and as you can see, there's a little tractor basically bringing it back here, where it's getting turned into the turbo ammo that we were just looking at. Now, I know for a fact there's another bauxite deposit kind of up in here somewhere, and it's the one that had all the giant, horrible, radioactive animals around it. So I'm not sure if I want to use that one or not. I mean, there has got to be more bauxite on this map than just in that one little spot that we're not using. So what I was thinking was, over here, where our SAM station is, and that's near the, like the giant, like those big trees over there that you can see off in the distance. Yeah, that's kind of where we had our first base setup, was over in there. And I know for a fact that there were like some, I want to say nitrogen deposits or something over in that area. And in fact, I'm reasonably certain I actually ran by them when I was putting down the train line between that bauxite and that bauxite, which by the way was, that was quite an adventure, and I wish I'd actually recorded it. But yeah, I know there's some nitrogen and crap over here, so if we can find some more bauxite in this neighborhood, right around here, that would be perfect. So anyway, I think what I want to do is I want to go over to somewhere in the neighborhood of where we have the SAM, and like maybe up on top of the cliff somewhere. Basically, I want to build another radar tower like this one, and I want to get a look at what we've got for resources right over here. And in fact, I'm half tempted to actually put a radar tower in there, and then maybe put another one down at the aluminium station as well, because that would actually open up like the whole of the pink forest, and over in here, kind of where our second tier manufacturing setup is. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I've got everything I need to actually build a couple of radar towers, and then we're going to go build a couple of radar towers, and hopefully we're going to find some bauxite, which we can then turn into bottles, and then turn those into liquid nitrogen. Or at least bottled nitrogen. Okay, well, I have a feeling I am off to do a little bit of handcrafting. Holy crap, I actually have everything I need apart from crystal oscillators, and I'm reasonably certain I can make those. Oh, I only need quartz crystal for that? Okay, well here's a thought. How about really quick we run back down to the end of the platform where I actually have quartz crystal being stored, and we send some of that up to the internet. Oh, speaking of the devil, there is another thing I need to remember to do in this episode, and that is I need to unlock the next bit of expansion, like how much room on the internet we have for things in storage. Oh, actually, hold that thought. This might be a really good opportunity to test the power drain, because pretty much everything I'm making up there, like all of it, or at least most of it, is actually getting sent up to the internet, which means as soon as I expand the depot, all of these are going to get bigger, which means every single one of these machines is going to kick in. Now, we are using 3,400, 3,700. Okay, we're in the neighborhood of 3,500. So if I unlock this, what's that going to do for my power drain? Okay, alien tech. I want bigger capacity. Okay, 400% completed, which means now all of those things are running.
Dimensional expansion increased to 400%. Parts can now be stored as elementary particles in a hyperdense deconfined state. Normally I'd explain the basic science, but I don't think this one can be simplified enough for you to understand.
We composed a growth song, but you composed a shrink song, so we remain silent. The dance of your bones and organs and veins amuses us.
I understand, seeing the pioneer perform tasks also amuses me.
Okay, they are starting to develop a bit of an unhealthy relationship, those two. Now, power consumption, ooh, okay, yeah, see, we went from 3,700 to 5,000. And that's not even every single machine up there, that's just about half of them. And once the train takes off, holy crap, yeah, that is going to get a little bit brutal. You know, it looks like there are an awful lot of power slugs up on top of that tree. And it also looks like that tree might be kind of a cool place to set up our radar tower. Survey says, you know what, that fits perfectly up in the middle of this tree. I can't decide if that's really, really cool or really, really stupid. Hello, autosave boost. Okay, now the thing is, though, I gotta get power to it. So let's go power line on that. I know I saw a little clip down here somewhere we could stick it on. Ah, right down there. Kind of like that. Ow. And boop. And oh look, there's a couple of fireball spitters. Alright dudes, would you like to help me prove a point? Would either one of you like to please shoot at me with a fireball? Go ahead, hit me with your rhythm stick. That was a terrible shot, dude. Try it again. Oh well, that was a terrible shot on my part that time. That was also a terrible shot. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Start shooting. Did he just shoot the other guy in the butt? He did just shoot the other guy in the butt. Try it again. Kind of like that. Okay, see? You can absolutely 100% shoot fireballs out of the air. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's definitely a thing you can do. Okay, Digby, if we are done being distracted, let's have a look at the map and let's see if there is any bauxite in this neighborhood. Survey says, holy crap, there is a bunch of goodies in this neighborhood. Okay, we've got Sam. We got the Sam deposit we're actually using. And we got some coal over there. I knew about that one, actually. I'm not seeing any bauxite, though. I mean, there is some water. Not that it matters, because I don't think we actually need any water. The geysers we've already claimed. And then, yeah, we got just basically iron, stone, quartz, some geysers over there by the beach factory thing I set up. We could throw thermal generators on those and actually boost the power a little bit. But yeah, absolutely no bauxite anywhere in this neighborhood. Alright, well, hopefully we have better luck over at the aluminium factory. Okay, hopefully this is not going to be too much of a pain in the butt. So I want to put a power pole Mark II over here, because I definitely want to run the lines on Mark IIs. And yeah, we just got to get from here. Nope, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted that one right there. Yeah, we gotta get from there all the way over to there. And you know what? That incredibly tall cliff thing looks like it might be the perfect spot. Now, start placing bets on how long it's going to take something to try and knock me off the side of this cliff. Okay, those of you who bet on it only taking about 30 seconds, just one. Yeah, I know. Look, I'll deal with you guys in a minute, okay? First things first, I want to hide. Okay, I was wondering what was under this rock, but I think that answers that question. Yeah, let's just get you guys sorted out. Go ahead. I'm going to aim for your mouth anyway, so I'm going to hit the fireball. Alright, well, that was nowhere near as good as I hoped it was going to be. That one, on the other hand, went a little bit better. Come on, you. Die. Just drop. Anytime you want to drop, man, just drop. Okay, one down, and... whoops. Two down. And I apologize to any of you guys who heard an incredible amount of clicking noises. I have still not bought a new mouse yet, so I'm kind of stuck with the crappy one. Alright, let's grab that, let's grab that, and then let's grab this incredibly talkative Mercer sphere. Okay. Dude, are you really hiding under that very last rock?
Consume. Consume. Consume.
Okay, I have a sneaking feeling that I'm actually going to need more powerful explosives to get in here than the ones I've currently got. And now I really want that one, because that one sounds like it's gonna be absolutely super duper. Oh, but I really want to get the radar tower set up too. I mean, we could just run back home really quick. I think I've got at least a few nuke... Well, hold on, actually, I might have one or two on me. I do not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got at least one or two nuclear nobelisks left. If I can't get into this thing with a nuclear bomb, I can't get into this thing at all. Alright, sorry. We're getting distracted. We're getting sidetracked. Now, I am going to try... Whoop, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I am going to actually try the pulse one first. I've technically not used either one of these before, so I don't know. Don't do that. Yeah, I've not used either one before, so I don't know how powerful either one of them is. That was apparently all it took. Okay, cool. That means I didn't have to use my nuke. Now, you had better be worth it, Mr. Mercer Sphere. Okay, seriously, that was it? No speech, no flirting with Ada, no nothing? I think actually this might be... Hi, oh, hello. Okay, you gotta be there somewhere. Come on, go ahead, come get me. Bye! Oh, shoot, he didn't fall. Alright, let's try that once more with Penguin. So whenever you're ready, my dude, charge. Oh, for God's sakes. Alright, I think what I need to do is I need to lure him... Oh, actually what I need to do is I need to get down and I need to heal quickly. Holy crap, he almost killed me. Alright, yeah, let's heal up a little bit. And then let's go up there and have another chat with him. I'm going to do this with speed this time, so I want you to come try and get me over here. Try and kill me here. Thank you. Alright, now I want you to try and kill me over here. Where are you? I can't see you. That makes this tactic incredibly dangerous. As does the short game lag. Hang on, did you actually fall off the other side? That's not helpful because the other side isn't tall enough to kill you. Okay, game, stop with the autosave, stop with the game lag, stop with all that nonsense. Oh, there you are. Hello. I was wondering where you'd get off to. Are we done now? Please? I'm in the middle of a life and death battle. The last thing I need is to get auto-saved to death. Alright, well, I tell you what, dude. While you're right there... Okay, nuclear dude, are you ready to have a really bad day? And that's you sorted. Oh, hello. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting to meet that much resistance. We do have another exploded rock down there, which is kind of cool, but... Oh, we got another one up there as well. Yeah, I think what I want to do is I'm just going to get up there as quickly as possible. Hi. Ow. Did not realize you could shoot me from there. Please don't shoot me while I'm in midair, because you do a lot of damage. Oh, hold on. A bunch of things are shooting me. What the hell? Okay, let's go take cover over here. Missed me. Now, where were we? Okay, please tell me there's something good on the map. Survey says... Holy crap. Okay, so we got bauxite there, those two there, and I'm going to guess this water deposit is the one that I saw when I was setting up the tracks. But we've also got deuterium, we got nitrogen right there, and we got bauxite literally right pretty much where we're standing. Got another one there, got another one there, got another one there. And we got SAM, we've got quartz right here, which we can use to make aluminium with the bauxite. We've got a ton of water. We've got coal, which is another thing I think we needed. Okay, so pretty much the pink forest here, in spite of being insanely dangerous, might just be the perfect spot to set up aluminium manufacturing. So yeah, looks like next episode's going to be a busy one. And on that frantic note, as always, I've been Digby. I thank you guys for stopping by. Really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Satisfactory. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next one.